Scamboli Reviews made a video on Netflix's $1 Million Mistake, talking about Records of Ragnarok, because my guess is it's going to be talking about how the adaptation was very mid for what it was. Records of Ragnarok was like a massive juggernaut of a story that could have been adapted into something truly great. Like, can you imagine Record of Ragnarok with Demon Slayer animation? Like, it would just blow the minds of the world. But Netflix did not really do a great job. So I'm excited to see Scamboli talking about Netflix's $1 Million Mistake.
Record of Ragnarok was meant to be one of the coldest anime we've ever seen. Look at the manga real quick. It's about a bunch of gods who get together and are like, okay, humans have been messing up the earth, let's kill them. But then a Valkyrie lady is like, no, that's not very anime-like. Let's do a tournament arc. You set up your 13 best gods, we set up our 13 best humans, and if the humans win, we let them stay for another 1,000 years. Then Zeus is like, us? Fight humans? Oh, what a foolish idea. I am Zeus. I fuck with dragons. I slay titans. Are you chicken?
And I am also an old man in anime. You forget the strength old men in anime possess. Every old man in anime is freaking immortal and invincible.
Fuck dragons! Every single chapter after that is among the most hype, well-drawn action you can find in a manga. Bow! Wop! Boom! They got Nikolai Tesla. Jesus.
They have Tesla and Jesus? Oh my god, I'm excited for the next Record of Ragnarok season.
This Adam, Poseidon, Jack the Ripper. So as I said,
bro, look at this panel! Nothing in the anime compares to this panel.
This wasn't meant to be that rubber ducky, fart in the bathtub, Discord nitro, safe space, nut tickling, hopscotch, pansy garbage. This anime was meant to be cold. So when it came out, we got this.
Yeah, no, at least they were fighting.
What the fuck is this effect?
What the fuck is going on?
What happened? Enter.
You see, I think that it's fine. You don't have to follow the manga one-to-one. Anime is a different medium, and you should definitely change things up. But whenever I see the slideshow fight, like Zeus versus Adam's slideshow battle, and this. What? We did not deserve this. This is Meliodas versus Escanor levels of disrespect. Literally some of the most disappointing moments ever.
Booger Nuts Productions, the studio who made the anime. With the exception of a few, Booger Nuts Productions isn't known for making good shows. In fact, they're guilty of making Wonder Momo, which is considered one of the most awful anime of all time. What do you have to say for yourself?
Look at the size of her boobs, and you're gonna call this a bad anime? Disrespectful.
Booger Nuts?
It wasn't my fault, I swear! It was Netflix.
Netflix. You licensed the anime, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Then you're the one who slapped a big fat logo on the show.
So, yeah. What about it?
And you paid a bunch of anime YouTubers to pretend they didn't catch AIDS from watching it. Am I wrong?
AIDS? Come on, Stranger Things? You don't like Stranger Things? You got nothing on me. Nothing.
Damn.
Capiche?
My man just called out the YouTubers that were paid off to like it.
What's this?
What?
Okay, Big Mouth exists. You can't complain about freaking Record of Ragnarok when you put it next to Big Mouth. That's just an atrocity of a show.
I don't know who to blame for the terrible anime we got, but I'm on a lot of AIDS medication just so we can watch this anime and laugh at how tremendously hard Netflix fumbled their bag. Let's start Record of Ragnarok was one of the most popular manga in Japan.
Dude, nothing against the Trash Taste Boys. They got their bag from Netflix. I have nothing against them, okay? I'm just saying. I can never trust or sponsored review.
All without having a story. You're here to watch two muscled men stand butt to butt and fight each other. Everyone understands this. So the art must transport you to the ghost of an indifferent Victorian London, or floor your ass when Zeus winds up to throw a giant undodgeable hammer that gets dodged? That was weird, but then it spins right back into Thor's hand to build up centrifugal force, which he used.
And said Zeus. I said Hercules in my freaking analysis of Jack the Ripper, and my comments are like, bro, I can't believe you just ruined the anime by saying Hercules when it was actually Heracles. It was Hercules in the anime. Blame Netflix. They said Hercules.
Spin his ass around and smack into his opponent. The magic is you don't need context. You know that was cool. Instead of bulletproof writing, the books capture you by putting on a spectacle, which gets murky when you interpret a scene like this.
What? Is it a bait? Is it a bait?
What? What the fuck is he doing? No!
What's going on?
Lubu was not supposed to do that. If the show doesn't have a great story, nor an awesome main character, and instead lures people in with its fights, that gives you a pretty good list of things to not fuck up. Oh no.
Oh no. Okay, all right. This is a show about a tournament arc where we're introducing new characters every episode, all right? Listen, baby. You have one job. Make the fights good.
This show made me realize that if you don't like a fight, it's probably one of two things. Bad pacing and bad animation. Record of Ragnarok.
I don't know. I love the fights in Record of Ragnarok, even the anime. I felt like the backstories, the impact of emotions, like that was all there. And I definitely liked the fights because of it. I do think that the adaptation and the animation were incredibly lackluster.
Has mastered fucking up both. When things are moving, they don't look good. When things aren't moving, we call that Record of Ragnarok. They shake JPEGs so you know that impacts are powerful instead of drawing.
Oh, it just hurts whenever I just see the
powerful impacts. Instead of saying scenes, my friends started saying slides, which I didn't even notice for a couple hours. The ultimate fight of the series, the one that every manga reader fawned over. Men peed, men creamed at the sight of this one. It's low-key supposed to be the climax of season 1. This is what you have to look forward to.
Wow. Wow, things are really heating up. Oh man, something's happening. Wow! Oh, the fucking girl no one cares about is going crazy. Oh, he did not just do that. Boobies! Oh my god. Whoa, he got bigger and yep.
Deep down, the fights are interesting. Zeus fights Adam from the Bible. That is either the most smart or the most retarded idea I've ever heard. The plot is so unpredictable.
My dude.
Moves are so imagined, you might just find yourself breaking character.
Dude, Jack the Ripper versus Hercules. It's like, what the hell, man?
What the fuck?
Ooh.
Oh, that's cool.
Split the sky.
That is kind of cool.
That is fucking hard.
It's just that if you start thinking these bi-curious thoughts, there's a flashback waiting to spit in your face.
Hold on, 7 minutes, everybody. Make sure that they don't show the fight.
What are you showing impact?
The pacing. Every noteworthy event is an invitation for a 10-minute-long tangent. The characters make eye contact, flashback. A character gets the first hit in, flashback. Thor finally throws his fucking hammer after 19 minutes and 10 seconds, flashback.
Yeah, I would disagree that the flashbacks are actually great. I feel like they were kind of put in at the wrong places a little bit, but you do need the flashbacks. That is what the story is. The story is the flashbacks almost as much as it is the fights. So I respect the amount of flashback. I hate that they're trying to goat you into watching them and they place them in weird spots.
You want to maintain any interest in your fights? Show them. There are backstories in the book. The thing is, it takes me never minutes and 0 seconds to finish reading it. Thor's backstory? That took me 2 minutes and 40 seconds to read slowly. The anime, 6 minutes. It doesn't sound like a long time, but with animation like this, it feels like you're in the sunken place.
You're on duty right now.
Captain.
Yeah, so their mouths don't move. Oh yeah, they don't move either, I forgot that. Oh, there's the classic right there. The giant baby made out of He throws it back for a second if you didn't notice.
Let's go, shit,
I feel
baby.
as if my eyes have been violated, and this became truly problematic when I realized the story isn't very... If you think good art is just an accessory in anime, you are wrong. It also serves to dazzle, to steal your attention from the extremely stupid shit going on in the background. While reading...
I mean, I respect that take.
I never thought, why is there a stupid kid? Who gives a shit about this character? Who writes a story and thinks, oh, this needs a child who doesn't know shit and cries every episode? Fucking no one!
The what?
Nah, I don't know, baby. It's like, why you gotta disrespect so much? I mean, I get it. It's annoying. You need the exhibition characters, though. The exhibition characters kind of would make you understand because it moves too fast for anyone to comprehend what's going on. So you need the baby characters.
Peace! The One Piece is real!
These thoughts never crossed my mind while reading, but with the excruciating pacing and the battles that seem to be animated by 6 rats in a trench coat pretending to be a grown-up, your focus shifts. You start getting irritable. You notice things you normally wouldn't get annoyed at. Episode 7 is centered around Adam and Zeus, but Adam has done something very cool, so that's the show's cue to spend 4 billion hours on Adam's backstory. Eve is in the Garden of Eden, being Me Too'd by this snake monster. But Eve is like, I am not expressing enthusiastic consent, and you should respect my boundaries. And the snake guy is like,
You simpering whore!
this is the most realistic writing so far.
The serpent had tried to take the woman for himself, but Eve remained true to her beloved Adam.
First off, how stupid do you think I am? I couldn't have deduced that on my own. He frames Eve by taking a bite of the forbidden fruit and challenging her in court.
I have the very apple she bit in.
I'm just waiting for someone out there to be like, bro, that's not how it happened.
Your Honor?
There we go.
That was bitten by Monster Mouth.
The accusations were false. However, the likelihood of a guilty verdict, 99.99999%.
How did you reach this number?
You know what? I trust this visibly evil snake man.
It's not that the show is actively stupid. I mean, Guan Yu is a Gundam for some reason, and they keep calling Ragnarok the final confrontation between man and the gods, when it can occur every 1,000 years, so it's like not final at all. But the story isn't bad.
It
just
doesn't
leaves
matter,
a ton
though.
to be desired.
None of
The
that
manga
matters.
is quick to every step. Fight, move on. Fight, move on. And so the permanent cast members don't get a ton of character development. There isn't some super thought out plot in the background, and the manga knows that.
That's true.
When you're adapting that into an anime and you're spending a majority of every episode on fucking audience commentary, drawn out explanations of things we watched.
It is frustrating and infuriating watching, you know, Ares sit there and be like, but how? He's the indomitable war god.
Happen, and flashbacks, not fun. They work in a written medium where I control the tempo, but an anime is a whole different animal. It moves way slower. You gotta cut some things out, change stuff that doesn't necessarily work. Lubu Yans for 20 seconds. This should not have been allowed. The abysmal art and so story have made Record of Ragnarok one of the most fun shows I've seen in forever. No matter what is happening, something funny is on screen. And it's only a matter of time before one of your homies says something gay about it.
To come.
Let's go! Yeah!
The concept really is cool. A lot of bad animation and annoying pauses can't change that. If you let the show ride and you don't focus too much on what's happening, I promise it's entertaining. Until you leave that Discord call and it's just you and this shitty ass anime. We could leave it at that, but I think I have to talk about the When an anime looks like this, I see endless excuses. Usually the classic, why don't you draw an anime instead?
Dude, I hate that argument so much. I am not an animator. That's not my job.
It's a weird thing to say, because it's so fucking stupid. For Record of Ragnarok in particular, I kept seeing this claim that the studio only had 2 months to animate the entire show. Oh, I didn't know that. What's your source?
Word of mouth.
I've seen like 9 guys saying stuff like this, and somehow 0 guys saying, that's fucking stupid. I wonder why they do things like that.
No, but also, even if it is true, why did they only have 2 months?
Assume this is true. They were under an extremely tight production schedule. Let's normalize keeping shit in the oven if it ain't baked right. I know that animators are under an immense amount of
Dude, if Pokemon Scarlet and Violet isn't ready, don't roll it out.
stress, deadlines.
I hate the excuse. Well, yeah, it looks like crap and it's bugging out all over the place, but, well, to be fair, the deadlines.
It is verbal abuse. It's enough to drive most people insane. But I don't want to talk to those guys right now. I want to talk to their manager. If you pay your slaves more, you might be able to make hella money. I've seen.
Bro, that's right. Think about capitalism, right? We're not here trying to help people at all. We want the show to be better, because if the show is better, the show will make more money.
What happens when you give hungry artists a chance to go wild? When ambition meets opportunity, when risks are commonplace, you get art that weathers decades. This is not it. As someone who's editing this video right now, I see the reused frames and the assets being rotated and the horse.
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck.
And I think to myself, that's me trying to hit a deadline. When there's so many industry veterans working on the show, it only magnifies that suspicion. Booger nuts. No one is forcing you to make this anime. If you don't have the resources, if you can't give animators the time they need to make something special, maybe, well, someone has to animate this shit. The source material is dynamite. It should have gotten the One Punch Man treatment. If that's unrealistic, at the very least, do you know what this anime should look like? Tom and fucking Jerry. I can pick a scene at random, put that side by side with Record of Ragnarok, and guarantee it mogs the hell out of it. The way that cat is just getting down and dirty on that bass, he's making that thing breathe. It's starting to speak. The backgrounds are somehow so lived in. You don't question the setting. This is just where cats live. Jerry sleeps in a sardine can and has little matchbox drawers. 1946. This anime was made in 1946. And this was made 75 years later in 2021. One is an adaptation of one of the highest selling manga in Japan. The other is a gag cartoon. Is it an unfair comparison? So? But is it wrong for me to believe that with all of the advancements in modern animation, all of the time saved not re-inking, hand painting, and scanning every frame, we should expect anime to be animated? I don't think so. Yes, the anime is extremely fun to watch stoned, and even funner when you're with 5 neurodivergent adults.
Yeah!
Uh-oh. You bastard!
But it's a shame that's the only way I can enjoy the show. Subscribe. I do stuff like this all the time. And leave a comment. I respond to those.
Yo, banger video. Banger video. I enjoyed it a lot. I also really like Records of Ragnarok, even the anime. But I do have to agree with how tragic it is that it didn't get a better treatment. Like, subscribe, and follow me on Twitch. Stay weird, fam!